It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl comes through here. It's the Texans and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with a rookie. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's the pick number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. In motion, the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead.
Sometimes positions become interchangeable. The quarterback became a running back and took it the distance for a touchdown.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on a slant. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 24. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Third and 4.
That's the game of it. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no! Looked like they had that one set up well on third down. But you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. 2nd and 3. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. L.A. readies for its next possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
In motion goes the tight end. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. inside handoff. Down to about the 37.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense taking over again. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. And that is no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In motion left goes a tight end. 2nd and 4. And he's going to have a first down on a game done all year. We'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Back to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now stands at 13. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
spot is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away,
Coach. Look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw. It's a short. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it, and now the defense turns right around and forces the turnover.
And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, it's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams, to get involved. And so far, they've done exactly that. Offense scores, defense does its job. They're making their move.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's a loss, and still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And his kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Charger drive about to get going. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now 2nd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and 3. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock with the 2-minute warning. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
In motion, the tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now the Texans down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Back to throw here.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies. It's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and inches. He'll try and run for it. He stiff arms him. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This is 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
One last shot at the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.